Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב, יאללה לי 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 לי. הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב, יאללה לי 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 לי. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, יאללה לי 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 לי. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, יאללה לי 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 לי. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. מה יפה היום, שבת שלום. מה יפה היום, שבת שלום. מה יפה היום, שבת שלום. מה יפה היום, שבת
Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
The room is not weighted correctly. Is it that this side knows about the air vent? Is that what has happened? And you guys are monitoring the door because you're ushering. We thank you for your service because you are right where that air hits. So if you get really cold, you're welcome to move. Yeah, we'll kind of rotate tonight. But friends, you should grab the Mishkan Tefillah that is on your own chair. So the back of your chair is the prayer book you should grab. Otherwise, if somebody happens to sit in the front row, then they don't have a prayer book. Our exits are behind over here and behind over here. Did we take a second and make sure that our watches and our phones are on silent, alarms turned off? Feel free to take a second and double check that for yourselves. And tonight, Rabbi Rachel, cantorial soloist Jessica Tillum, and always a pleasure to have Dr. Artie Gummer up here with us tonight. Oh,
And club.
getting quite the name for yourself. Okay, I see that. Take a second, though, everybody. Turn to somebody you did not drive here with. Introduce yourself. Okay, and maybe you don't know. Like, not your mom. And introduce Shabbat Shalom, and we'll join back together.
Peter, it's always good to see you. How are you? Good. You all right? You all right?
I bit my knee for the first time yesterday. I had 2 in 7 months.
Look how great you look. Is it painful? Is it painful? Shabbat.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
So we'll take a second to really center ourselves in the space. I'm pretty sure everybody had to get here through the rain. That's always a little stressful. So whatever stress we were feeling driving in, we're going to put that down. We're here. It's dry. We're ready to soak up the holy vitamins. So if you'd like to close your eyes, feet on the floor or back against the chair. We'll take some centering breaths together. So deep breath in. Let it out. Another breath to feel ourselves in the space. Deep breath in. We let it out. One more breath to help us arrive to Shabbat. A deep breath in. And we let it out. And we will flutter our eyes open. And Carol, if you'll come on, sneak through to light our Shabbat candles. We're on page 120.
Sure.
If everybody will please rise. You're doing great. We welcome in some love and light and warmth, and we join with Jess.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Thank you. Shabbat Shalom. If you'd like to light your own Shabbat candles, you can step out into the lobby to do so. If you're going to stay in here, you can have a seat. Turn to page 142. We welcome in some Sabbath angels. Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharei, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem L'Shalom, Malachei Asharei, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech, Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzeitzim l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech, Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Page 138, we have the Chadodi, a reminder to us to wake up, to arise, to be together in song and in prayer, to remember Shabbat, and to welcome Shabbat. It is our prayer for welcoming the Sabbath bride. I like to say we've welcomed candle. Well, actually, I've been really missing one. We welcome each other. Then we welcome the light. Then we welcome the angels. And now we welcome that beautiful Sabbath bride. Page 138.
L'chadodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. 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 Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, Emanu-El hamiuchad, Adonai echad u'shmo echad, L'shem u'tiferet v'litila. L'chadodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. L'chadodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki mekor habracha, merosh mikedem nizucha, sof maaseh b'machshava techila. L'chadodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. L'chadodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, ki ba'orech u'mi'ori, uri, shir daberi, Kvod Adonai elayich nigla. L'chadodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. L'chadodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela.
We rise and face the door.
Boi v'shalom, ateret bala, gam b'simcha u'tzafra, toch emunei am segula. Boi chala,
We face forward.
L'chadodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. L'chadodi, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
Page 147, we prepare for Baruch Hu as we pray together at the top of 147. There is one who sings the song of his own life, finding everything within himself. There is one who leaves the circle of herself and sings the song of her people. There is one whose voice rings with the song of humanity, hoping for the highest perfection. And there is one who rises even higher, uniting with all creatures, with all worlds, filling the universe with song. Nivarech, let us bless. Baruch Hu 146.
Lai la lai 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 lai. Lai la lai 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 lai. Lai la lai 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 lai. Lai la lai 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 lai. Lai la lai 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 lai. Lai la lai 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 lai. Lai la lai 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 lai. Lai 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 lai. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach. HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. HaMevorach, HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
In the back inside cover, we have Roll into Dark, our Ma'ariv Aravim. One day we will have them on all of the back inside covers. We roll into dark, bringing on the evening.
Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Borei yom v'layla, kolel or mipnei choshev, kolel or mipnei choshev, v'choshech mipnei or. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night.
Page 152. We feel our feet on the floor. We sit our shoulders back, proud of who we are. We prepare to declare God's oneness with Shema.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Vaed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Vaed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Please be seated. That was a good one, guys.
Oh, I forgot to make a change here.
Oh, go for it.
We're doing the Friedman Vishamru, or V'ahavta. I made the change, it turns out.
It's there. I'm ready for it. We're going to do the Friedman V'ahavta. Now everybody knows, Jess. They all know.
I ruined the surprise.
V'ahavta, page 154.
And you shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. And all these words which I command you on this day shall be in your heart, shall be in your heart, and you shall teach them diligently unto your children, and you shall speak of them when you're sitting in your house, when you're walking by the way, and when you're lying down, and when you're rising up, and when you're rising up, and you shall bind them for a sign upon your head, and they shall be for frontlets between your eyes, and you shall write them on the doorposts of your house, and upon your gates, and upon your gates, that you may remember and do all of my commandments, and be holy unto your God, unto your God, unto your God, unto your God, unto your God.
All right, friends. And for our traditionalists, we'll go ahead and chant V'ahavta as well. Still page 154. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinatam levanecha v'dibarta bam
בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ושוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם מאוד על ידך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
At the bottom of page 157B, not B, the bottom is the B in my mind. The bottom of page 157, we have our introduction tonight for Micha Mocha, a prayer that will pray responsibly. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world that's far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt, we were delivered. At Sinai, we bound ourselves to your way. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces. And though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea. Our Micha Mocha, page 158.
Micha Mocha ba'elim Adonai, Micha Mocha neder b'kodesh, Nora tehilot osei felet, Nora tehilot osei felet. Malachutecha ra'u b'necha, Bokei hayom mipnei Moshe, Ze'elianu ve'ameru, Ze'elianu ve'ameru. Adonai Mo Le'olam Ba'et Adonai Mo Le'olam Le'olam Ba'et Micha Mocha ba'elim Adonai Micha Mocha neder b'kodesh Nora tehilot osei felet Nora tehilot osei felet Tehilot osei felet.
On page 160, we have our prayer Hashkivenu. And if we look at the very bottom of the page, you see the Chatima, which is the ending blessing. Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people, Israel, and over Jerusalem. And I almost want to add to it, and Tel Aviv, after what happened early this morning / last night. And we know that those in Israel are still very much under fire of rockets, and we know that we are still very much caught in the crossfires of all sorts of things, of words, of violence, of fears. And so Hashkivenu is one of those prayers that we turn to try to calm our souls, to try to connect with something bigger than us to help us continue through. So Hashkivenu, page 160.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom V'hamidenu shomreinu lecha Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. U'shmor seiteinu, u'voeinu, l'chaim u'shalom, me'ata ve'ad olam. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim.
We turn to page 162, and we have our prayer of Vishamru, our prayer that gives us that special respite, that time to remember that the people of Israel will keep Shabbat, and Shabbat will keep the people of Israel. We, the Jewish people, have this special, a kind of secret weapon that is no weapon. It is really just only something that enhances who we are, that gives us the energy to be who we need to be, but it's always there for us to take. We just have to do it. Vishamru 162.
Shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ וביום השביעי שבת שבת ויהי נפש שבת שבת ויהי נפש ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם אותי לעולם אותי לעולם.
Beautiful. Thank you. Some words of Torah. All right. So the Torah portion this week inspires me to dream. I dream of a world where those who wish to recite curses can do nothing but share blessings. My sermon is aspirational. Like most dreams, it is perhaps even unrealistic. But I'm going to share the words anyway. And if there is ever a Torah portion to think outside the box and stretch the lines of reality, it's this week. And that is because our Torah portion this week has all the elements of a fantasy. The story focuses on a cast of characters, but particularly Balak, the king of Moab, and Bilam, the Midianite prophet. Now, Balak is afraid of the Israelites. He knows they are on the way. He is aware of how they conquered his neighbors, the Amorites. And he comes up with a plan to convince Bilam, a man that he knows to be capable of divination, to help him curse the Israelites so that they don't conquer his people. So Balak, he sends his dignitaries to make the request that Bilam help his community. And Bilam says, "Let me sleep on it. Talk to God. I'll get back to you." And Bilam, he speaks with God, and God says, "Don't do it." So Bilam relays the news to the dignitaries. They depart, new ones show up, ask him again, and they sweeten the deal. Now Bilam again speaks with God, who this time says, "Okay, you can go with them. But whatever I command of you, you must do." So with God's permission, Bilam leaves with Balak's dignitaries. And even though God said that Bilam could do it, God's a little mad about the way Bilam goes about leaving. In response, God sends a messenger, an angel of some kind, to interfere with the journey. And the angel blocks Bilam and his donkey 3 times. Each time, the donkey can see the angel, but Bilam cannot. And Bilam, he winds up hitting the donkey each time to get the donkey moving. And finally, after the 3rd time, the donkey has had enough, and the donkey speaks. And the donkey says something like, "Hey man, I've been your donkey a long time, and I've never behaved this way before, so pay attention, something is up." He really does talk, those aren't his exact words. God then reveals to Bilam that there is an angel before him. And the angel reminds him, "You can continue with this journey, but remember, you can only say what I tell you to say." Now, Bilam eventually makes it to Balak, king of Moab. And together they stand from a location that has a view of the Israelite encampment. And now it's showtime. Balak expects Bilam to curse the Israelites. However, Bilam can only say what God puts into his mouth. And when Bilam opens his mouth to curse the Israelites, he shares only words of blessing. Balak, of course, is furious, but he wants to try again. So he takes Bilam to a different vantage point. Same thing happens again. Bilam attempts to speak a curse, and instead only words of blessing come out of his mouth. Balak takes him to one final spot. This time, he tries to hedge his bets, and he says, "Now, don't curse them, don't bless them." And Balak hopes that maybe this new formula of a request will work so that he only curses them, no blessings. No luck. Not only does Bilam recite words of blessing, but his words are so beautiful and meaningful that we still sing some of them in our morning prayers. Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov, mishkenotecha Israel. How fair are your tents, O Jacob, your dwellings, O Israel. Balak is, of course, enraged by his failure to curse the Israelite people. And then the story concludes. Bilam tells Balak of how they're about to get destroyed by the Israelites. And then he kind of does like a mic drop. Like kids say these days, mic drop. It's probably old. And he goes home. The text says Balak then goes his way. The end. A talking donkey, a king with a plot for evil, and a man who can only bless. If you slept on this one in religious school or at the Davis Academy, now you know how much is in this one Torah portion. Now, see? Now, this year, the piece that I can't let go of, it's not the talking donkey or the king with a plot for evil. It's the man who can only bless. With so much hate and negativity spewing from news stations, social media, protest movements, I think we could all use a little more blessing in our life. And sometimes I catch myself dreaming in if only statements. If only those engaged in politics would stick with blessing instead of curse. If only those who seek to commit the most evil of crimes could find only words to bless. If only those battling negative thoughts could have a mindset that surrounded them in blessing. Now, it's easy to put this dream only onto others. But instead, I want to invite us to put such a dream on ourselves. Every time we want to complain or to curse what or who is before us, let's try to stop. Imagine we don't even have the power to share such negativity in the world. Now, such an exercise reminds me of a silly movie from the 90s. Anybody see Liar, Liar, starring Jim Carrey? Well, in that film, Carrey's character is a lawyer who built his career on lying. And thanks to a birthday wish from his son, Carrey wakes up one morning to find himself cursed, or perhaps blessed, to speak only the truth for a whole day. And the movie follows his struggles that day in his career and relationship with his ex-wife and son. And of course, the story ends with Carrey learning from the negative impact of his lies, and everyone lives happily ever after. So I challenge us to see what can happen if we self-select to take on the challenge of choosing to bless instead of curse. Even if it feels inauthentic in the moment, even if it feels a little silly. Maybe it's just the Shabbat. Maybe it's just this week. Maybe just this month. Only set a goal and stick to it. And then, when that person cuts you off in traffic, don't yell the curse words. Instead, offer a more generous interpretation. Say to yourself, and you got to mean it though, he must be in a really big hurry. I hope he can get to where he's going on time. It's got to be really important. When that doctor is running late, don't go straight to thoughts of, oi, this doctor, wait until I tell my friends about her. She's the worst. This practice will suffer. Instead, send the good vibes. Wow, my doctor really takes time with each patient. What a blessing. I know the doctor will be present with me once she arrives. This is frustrating, but I can wait. And when the service isn't good at a restaurant that you enjoy frequenting, don't immediately go curse them on social media with a bad review. I know some of you are in that Dunwoody restaurant group. Instead, if you are truly so passionate about the experience, perhaps craft a kindly worded email that demonstrates that you are coming from a place of loving the restaurant, wanting to support it, and hoping that positive changes can be made to improve things. More blessings, fewer curses. More positivity, less negativity. In a world where we cannot control very much, we can control how we react to what happens to us. And so I dream of a world where our reaction is to find the blessing rather than the curse. So even when we are tempted by evil thoughts like Balak, may our words be like Bil'am, and may we bring more blessings into the world. Shabbat Shalom. All right, friends, we will continue in our service. will rise for the Amidah, which can be found on page 164.
Adonai sifatai tiftachu fi agita hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chastei Avot V'Imahot, Umevi Gula Libnei V'Neihem, Leman Shemo B'Ahava, Melech Hoseh U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Ve'ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye Hakol Atah Rav Lehoshia, Morid Hatal, Mechalkel Chaim V'Chesed, Mechaye Hakol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim V'Rofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem emunato lishenei afar, michamocha ba'al gevurot, umidom elav, melech meimit umechaye, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman atah lechayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechaye hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kdoshim b'chol yom yalu chasela. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el hakadosh.
Take a few moments for silent prayer and meditation, whether it's the words on the page or the words of your heart. When you've completed those prayers, please be seated.
Shalom
Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atah hu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atah hu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם.
All right, friends. Oh, goodness. Stay. Now is our time to share good going on in our lives, our Shechianu moments, whether it's reaching another year in life or really absolutely anything that's positive per the positivity sermon that you would like to share. So, for example, Rabbi Rachel, and it's something I'm very thankful for and sad that it's ending, which is we hosted our Shaliach for the last 3 weeks, and on Sunday we pass him on to the next family. But also on a happy note, Omer, our Shinshin from 2018-2019 was here last night and did an amazing presentation. And so if you didn't have a chance to be here in person, it is on our Facebook page, and I highly recommend going back and giving it a watch. Nora.
I'm Nora Florsheim, and a year ago, my great-nephew spent 5 weeks at Children's Hospital in intensive care for 3 of those weeks, and we just came back from his first birthday party.
He's 1? Yes. Oh, amazing. Happy birthday.
I'm Arthur Katz, and Carol and I have a bunch of grandchildren, but one of them, whose name is Lily Fleischman, is a rising senior at the University of Maryland in public policy, and she just got awarded a special scholarship for what she's done, but on top of that, she just got an internship in the office of Michelle and Barack Obama for the fall.
Cool. Anybody? Oh, over here. All right.
I'm Robert Wittenstein, and my lovely wife Susan had a birthday this last week, which we were very excited about.
Oh, I definitely didn't do my birthday calls this week. Happy belated birthday. Thank you. I appreciate the grace.
I'm Artie
Oh,
Bauer,
you're Mike.
and I don't have anything as awesome as those things, but I'm very thankful that this past week I made patients wait very little.
And they appreciated that. Do I see another hand? Yes, Linda.
Thank you. It's good to be out. It's been 7 weeks, and I have just started bending my knee, which I'm very grateful for, and it's great to be back with the Temple family. And I want to thank you. I know this. I hope I don't get too sentimental. Tonight's my dad's yahrzeit, and you're singing tonight. I'm from Columbus, Georgia, Temple, Israel, and Rabbi Alfred Goodman was our rabbi, who some of you may know, but not. But he was way up in the rabbinate, and he had her come to give her first concert was in Columbus, Georgia. She wore all white, and we all bought all 3 of her first cassettes. Maybe 4 weeks later, we drove all the way to San Antonio for my niece's bat mitzvah, and my kids, that's all they had was 3 cassettes from Columbus, Georgia, all the way to San Antonio. So thanks, particularly tonight, for bringing that up. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. All right, so for all of the good, Jess, did you have any?
Well, I'm just realizing that we're matching again. Rabbi Rachel and I have the most unbelievable track record of not knowing what we're going to wear and wearing the same colors, but we're in green tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm grateful for that.
Me too. Let's bless it. Page 648, Shechianu.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam והקימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
Friends, at this point in our service, we do that little prayer whiplash that I call of we transition quickly, but that's life. Life transitions quickly. And we pivot into prayers of hope and prayers of healing. Our first being our prayer for our hostages, Achenu Kol Beit Yisrael.
Achenu Kol Beit Yisrael. Achenu Kol Beit Yisrael, Hanatruni b'tzara, b'tzara ubashivya, ha'omdim bein bayam uvein bayabasha. Hamakom yirachem, yirachem aleihem, yotziei mitzara, lirvacha, u'me'afala le'ora, u'mishibur ligula, hashtabakala, u'vizman karev.
And we pray that they come home swiftly and soon. And now we turn to page 371, where we will have our words of Misha Berach, and we're praying for the healing this Shabbat of Rob Gilbert, Charlie Cohn, Kaska Mishkogi, Tzvi Ben Natan. Linda, you're still on here. You're still recovering. All right, we'll count it. Let's do it. Jerry Penn, Sheila Cutler, Sally Baer, Ken Schiffer, Karnina Michal Batitzak Vitova, Jennifer Herman, Jeffrey Crispo, Ethan Berkowitz, Benjamin Ben Moshe, Gedalia Vechaya Freya, Chana Gittel Bat Aharon Vibatya, and Alvin Fox. If you're praying for somebody this Shabbat, I invite you to share that name aloud as my eyes meet yours. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Friends will rise, page 371. If your neighbor's okay with an arm around, we'll come together and join in these words.
Those
Friends, will remain standing and turn to page 123 as I roll out our handy dandy cart here. Jess, there's no one under the age of bat mitzvah or bar mitzvah, so you get the big cup. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Okay, thank you. Artie, would you like one? I got you. All right, we join with Jess.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kosho b'yahava uvratzon hinkilanu zikaron l'maaseh b'reishit ki hu yom techila l'mikra'ei kodesh zecher letziat Mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta v'yotanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodeshecha v'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mikadesh haShabbat. Amen.
All right, friends, we'll turn to page 586, and we'll remain standing as we begin to conclude our service, Aleinu L'Shabach.
Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula liotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kegoye haratzot, velo samanu kemishpachot hadama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, vegor aleinu kechol hamonam. V'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu Bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad.
Please be seated. I'm on page 593. The light of life is a finite flame, like the Shabbat candles. Life is kindled, it burns, it glows. It is radiant with warmth and beauty. But soon it fades, its substance is consumed, and it is no more. In light we see, in light we are seen. The flames dance, and our life burns down in gutters. There is an end to the flames. We see no more and are no more seen. Yet we do not despair, for we are more than a memory slowly fading into the darkness. With our lives, we give life. Something of us can never die. We move in the eternal cycle of darkness and death, of light and life. And on this Shabbat, we offer condolences to the family of Roberta Alperin and those in a period of Shloshim for John Alder. Yahrzeits being observed for Herbert Backman, Jill Chaliff, Raina Cohen, Jean Rosenberg Cohen, Martin David Friedlander, Myron Greenspan, Harry Aaron Gummer, Roberta Hirsu, Harriet Ivers, Sylvia Katz, Stephen Lazarov, Bernard Legum, Michael Allen Lombroso, Frederick H. Mayer, Judy Miller, Bernard G. Newport, Ann Piasek, Victor Profis, Florence Reese, Jacqueline Rosenblum, Dorothy Rosenblum, David Satloff, Natalie Schlissel, Julia Sonnenschein, Alan Spett, Leonard Tannenbaum. If there is a name I accidentally skipped or one I mispronounced, like is it Profis, not Profis? It's Profis. Thank you. For Victor Profis. Thank you. I second-guessed myself the second I said it. But truly, any other names I may have mispronounced or skipped. All right, if you're in a period of shloshim the first 30 days, I invite you to rise so we can recognize you. You had bet the first year mourning the loss of a loved one to rise so we recognize you. If on this Shabbat you're observing a yahrzeit, a death anniversary of a loved one, to rise so we can recognize you. And if it is your custom to rise for Kadisha Tom, as it is here at Emanu-El, we invite you to do so now. Words of Mourner's Kaddish, page 598. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach hiruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, v'chayachon uvyomechon, uvchaye dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'olmei almaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yit'halal shemet kudasha barichu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'romav, Hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen.
Oseh shalom, b'romav, Hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imeru amen. Oseh shalom b'romav, Hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imeru amen. Oseh shalom b'romav, Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imeru amen. Oseh shalom b'romav, Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imeru amen. Oseh shalom b'romav, Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imeru amen.
All right. Last but not least, Walach Allah, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, everyone. See you tomorrow morning for Torah study if you want more on the talking donkey.